Good morning all. Today we'll be learning about HTML. So now what is HTML? It is basically used for your web designing purposes. So it is a standard markup language that is used for creating the web pages. The HTML, it stands for your hypertext markup languages. This is what HTML stands for. Okay, now what does it do? It describes the web page structure. It consists of a series of elements. A lot of elements are used. Basically we write the HTML coding using these elements only. Then this HTML also tells the browser how to display the elements. Okay, the placement of these elements gives you the proper output. So as per your desired outputs, we need to use the elements. So how these elements are represented? They are represented using tags. Tags we will be discussing later. So these tags are used for labeling pieces of contents like your headings, paragraphs, tables, frame sets and so on. So the output of an HTML content is displayed in a browser. Okay, but the browser does not display your HTML tags. Whatever you have written, whatever we write using these tags, that is not displayed. As for example, whenever you are writing a code for any of the output, like suppose your data structure program or C++ or C or Java program, we write some codes and then we compile and run it. After running, we get some outputs. So when we run the code, we see the outputs, not the codings. Similarly, when we open an HTML file in a browser, it displays the output, not the HTML tags. Okay, now HTML tags, we can write it using our notepad. Simple notepad can be used to write the tags, and that should be stored using a .html or .htm file. So the file in which we write the HTML tags, the extension should be HTML or .htm. So now we'll be just looking at how a simple HTML document would look like. Simple, very simplest I am writing. So we basically first write doc type, then HTML. This you can also write in capital letter, that's not a problem. Then HTML, then we write here head. This is my title. I'm trying to write a simple code. So here we will be writing some page title. You can write anything. I'm now ending the title tag. Now the head tag is ended. I will start body tag, and suppose I'm writing just a heading. And then I'm closing this body tag. What are different types of tags, why they are used, how to write, where to write, all these things we'll be going through. Then HTML. Then the simplest document, there's a simple example I have written. So this one is mandatory, this is mandatory, this is mandatory, head tag is mandatory, body that is mandatory, and closing the HTML is mandatory. So if we write anything between a set of angular bracket, we tell that is a tag. This total thing is known as tag. Whatever we write inside it, that is our element. Okay, so we write a HTML element inside the angular brackets, and this total thing is known as a tag. So here you can see we have this title, this is a tag, all these are tags, our head, body, h1, body, h2. So HTML file will be basically a collection of lot of tags. Okay, so now let me just explain you. So this declaration, why do we do it? This declaration defines this document to be a HTML5 document. That is why it's been written. This one is, we tell this is an element, so this is the root element. We tell this as the root element of an HTML page. So this one is my HTML page, and this one is its root element. Now head, this element contains the meta information about the document. So whatever I write between the head tag, so this is the starting of the head tag, this is the ending of the head tag. How do you know it's its ending? I am putting a backslash here. So I have also put the backslash of this HTML started here. Inside it I have used some elements, and again the HTML tag is ending here. Okay, so first I have to write the root element, that's the HTML tag. After that I need to write the head tag. Head tag, it contains the meta information about the document, or you can tell metadata about the total document. So inside head tag, you can see here there is a title tag. So this title tag, it specifies a title. This is actually a title for this total document. Suppose here I have written, suppose this document is being used to display a student information. So here I can put a title like student information instead of page title. So this title will be displayed in my browser. Where it will be displayed? Not in the web page, but in the tab of that particular page. This thing will be displayed. So this is the title of the total title of my web page. Next, so here next is body. So body element, it contains the visible content. That means this, here you can see the body tag is starting and here it is ending. So whatever I write between the body tag, between the start and end of the body tag, whatever I will be writing here, those portions will be visible in my web page. So here in my total this document, the thing what will be visible on the web page is this thing, is this word. Only this word you can see in your web page. So what is H1? So H1 is not mandatory here. The mandatory portions I have already ticked. So H1 is a tag which is used to display a heading. There are different types of heading tags are also there. We'll be discussing it later, but this is just for an example I have taken it here. So don't go deep into it. Just know here that H1 element is used for writing the headings. Okay, in fact H1 is used for writing the largest heading. Okay, so then the body tag is finishing and my HTML tag I am finishing it over. Now this total content is to be written on a notepad, and then that notepad has to be saved using your .html or .htm extension. For example, suppose I'm storing this as first.html. So this is now my file name. How to see the contents? I will not be just double clicking on this. What I will be doing, I will right click on this file name and check its contents in the browser. You will be getting so many options to rename, delete and copy and so many things. Out of that, one option is there to view the contents in a browser. That option you need to click and you can see this as your output. Okay. Now let us go into your HTML tags. We will be discussing about that. HTML tags. So tags are element names. These are basically your element names which are surrounded by angle brackets. Okay, as I have already told you, this is how we write. There is a tag name. Also we tell this as element. In some browsers or some other places you can find this is written as element. Then we write the content. The content goes here, and then we close the tag. Tag or element, both are same thing. Okay. So this is how we write. In previous example, a simple example, we have used many tags. So now, about these tags, these HTML tags, they come in pairs. Like for example, in the previous page I have used h1 tag. Okay, so this is a pair. This is the opening tag, this is the closing tag, or this is the start tag and this is the end tag. Okay, so the first tag, so this is the first tag, or this is the first tag, this is the first tag. Similarly, this one is my end tag. Here these two are my end tags. Okay, so first tag is, these two are known as my start tag. These two are known as end tag. So how do you know it's an end tag? End tag, it is same as, is written same like your start tag. The only difference is a forward slash is inserted before the tag name. Okay. This start tag, it is also known as your opening tag, and this is also known as your closing tag. Now coming to your web browsers. So what's the purpose of a web browser? We all use internet, and we use internet through browsers. Different types of browsers like Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari, Netscape. Nowadays Netscape is not there. So many types of browsers are there. So what's the purpose of a web browser? We use it to read the HTML documents and display them. Okay, so it never displays your HTML tags are not displayed in your web browser. I have already told it. Okay, but it uses them. That means your browser uses HTML tags to determine how to display the document. Now coming to our HTML page structure. Already we have discussed to an example. Okay, but even after that, I'm telling you, this is my starting of my file. Then we write head. So this is my header portion. We tell this is our header portion. We write some title here. So this is one portion. We tell it is the header portion, and then next comes the body portion. Here we write, suppose whatever tag you want, we can write that. So this is my head portion and this is my body portion. These are the contents which are displayed. This portion consists of the contents which are to be displayed on the browser, and here it consists data about this total file. Okay, now in my example I have written something like doc type. Okay, now why do we write it, why it is used? So the doc type declaration, this declaration, it represents the document type. What does it represent? It represents the document type and helps the browser to display the web pages correctly. Okay, so this must appear only once in my file. In one HTML file, this must appear only once, that too at the top of the page. That means before starting of any HTML tags. This one is not case sensitive. Okay, so for HTML5, how do we declare it? We write it as doc type HTML. This is how we declare it. Okay, now let's just go through a brief history of HTML. So since World Wide Web, starting from its early days, many versions of HTML are available. So first it started in 1989, the first version. Okay, then next was in 1991, then 93, then 95, then 97, and they went on. Okay, now HTML5, your HTML5, it came in 2014. In 2016 we had HTML 5.1. Okay, in 2017 HTML 5.2, that the second edition was there. So now also the same HTML5 is being used. So today what we discussed, we just discussed what is HTML, why it is used, a simple document of HTML we have discussed. Then what is a HTML tag, what's a web browser, what the HTML page structure, how does it look overall, what is doc type, why it is used, how it is written for HTML5, and a just brief history when it started. HTML when it started, so you need to remember that it started in 1989 and HTML5 first version was in 2014. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll be continuing in next class. Thank you.